Get ready. Get God. Welcome to another exciting episode of NY Not, the most intelligent white noise here on YouTube, where if you're doing chores around the house or need something to listen to while you are at work, or if you're looking to get involved in any discussion or any of the topics covered, this is the place to come to. In this live stream, I take full advantage of my First Amendment right and my freedom of thought and speech, as long as I do not violate the extremely silly guidelines of this current platform. This is episode number 126. And that is no joke, fam. That's no joke, fam. No joke. In this channel, just in case this channel does get yeeted, axed, or however the kids are saying it these days, you know, you can check out in the description below for the links to me other channels and other platforms like my Rumble account, my Odyssey account. I have my other YouTube channel called Sailor Pictures, where I just upload just my cartoon and multimedia stuff. So in case you guys are interested in that kind of thing, you can go there and find my stuff there. But I'll also be using that channel to give you guys info and updates of my whereabouts should anything happen to this particular channel. And I also have a TikTok account as well. I got to get around to giving you guys the link to that. I'm very, very new to TikTok. I'm still trying to learn how to the bells and whistles and all that other stuff. So once I get the hang of that, I'll share the link and put it in the description so you guys could check that out as well. I don't know how much activity I'll have on that particular thing, but I hear that you could get a lot of views more quickly than you could on YouTube and stuff like that. So that'd be good if my cartoon could actually get that kind of attention that quick. Also, speaking of cartoon, in case you guys are wondering, I know, just want to let you guys know that the cartoon is working. It's moving along pretty well. In fact, one of the reasons why I'm even doing this live stream at this moment is because I'm taking a break because I got a good chunk of it done last night. And so I'm kind of taking a break. Definitely got some things I want to get off my chest today. It's an open stream, so I'll be opening up the room, but it probably is going to be much shorter than normal and why not stream because got things to do, got familial activities and responsibilities to take care of today. And but I do plan on doing another stream sometime later today if I can. So and of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the paraphernalia that we have. As a matter of fact, before I continue, let me just make sure that the sound is working on you guys' end, because okay, great. All right, everything sounds good. I can hear myself, you guys can hear me. That's right. All right. Anyway, so yeah, t-shirts, neck gaiters, those kind of things, in case you guys are interested. Again, this is not for, I mean, if you want to support this channel, I'm not, again, dude, this it's not that type of channel. It's not that type of ministry. I'm just putting out there because some people like the cartoon. Some people like the designs that I have for some of the stuff, the shirts that I have. So, in case you're interested, just want to put that out there. No pressure. Just want to let you guys know that it's out there. I got a couple of shirts myself. Right. So if I really need the money, I would be, you would know it. I would be posting videos saying, hey guys, I really need you guys' help. I'm in the doghouse. My wife and I are splitting up, and I just need a couple of $1,000,000. So if you could hook up a brother, but no, that's not what I'm about. And people that know me know that that's not what I'm about. But again, just like to put that out there, just in case some of you are interested, or any of you are interested. Anyway, so today is August 2nd. My goodness, it's somebody's birthday. Yeah, never mind. You know, I'll worry about that later because I always get one is on the 2nd, one is on the 4th, and there's another person's birthday on the 8th. I can't remember. But anyway, I decided to do this last sort of spur of the moment. Actually, not really spur of the moment live stream, but it's definitely the appealing to the essence of the title itself and why not, because I have the time to do it. But I definitely wanted to talk about one of the main things I wanted to talk about is this this conference that Trump participated in. I forget exactly what city and state it was in, but it was called the National Association of Black Journalists. First of all, I don't understand, why do we need that? Why do we need such a thing? Okay, but the reason why I want to share this with you is because, and some of you, for those of you who follow politics, you've probably seen this video already, but I'd like to talk about it. So if you guys are not interested in that, you can, you know, turn off to something else entirely different. But today I do want to open up the room and touch on that a little bit. One thing that I want to kind of get off my chest real quick regarding our friend Bruce, and I want to go to his channel now. So give me a second here, because I got some things I want to get off my chest regarding this individual. Let me see if I can find his channel for a second. You guys give me a second. I do sincerely apologize. I didn't have anything prepared, but this is kind of aggravating. Let me find his video first. Give me a second. Oh my gosh, my computer's acting weird. I wish I can look for this video and do shout outs at the same time. What is his channel's name? Conditionally damned or something? Yeah, there it is. Okay, I found it. Okay. So let me screen share. We're going to touch on this just a little bit. I'm not going to give too much attention to Bruce, because Bruce is one of the biggest drama queens in this community of ours. And there's a picture of him in case. Oh, I probably shouldn't have shown this picture. I'll probably get accused of doxing somebody. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get accused of doxing somebody. Oh boy. You guys better pray for me. Hopefully Bruce doesn't come back and try to say, you know, Vaco, I don't know why you got to start trouble. Why you got to dox me? So wait a minute, you got your own picture. So I want to touch on this. It's a little bit of YouTube drama. I know some of you are not interested in that. Some of you are. That's okay. Hey, that's why this channel, these streams are called And Why Not. Not all of my streams are called And Why Not. Some of them are just strictly biblical stuff, and that's it. But today, And Why Not, we can talk about anything I want, anything you guys want. Definitely want to get this off my chest. He said no MAGA stuff. Oh yeah, we'll be talking MAGA, don't worry. And by the way, I gotta do my quick shout outs. Ben, Big Ben from England. What's going on? How you doing? Ryan, IDK. So why do you let GY6 scare you, Ryan? Okay, you guys are talking about something else, so we'll talk about that, whatever you guys. Excuse me. Jared, servant of Christ. What's going on? All right. Yeah, I came by. I saw that you were live, so thought I'd stop by and say hello. Unfortunately, I didn't get to listen to everything because right as I typed in hello, familial duties came. And then I said, well, I still want to do my stream too. So that's why I'm going to try to do this stream. I mean, it's going to be quick. Watch how quick this time goes by. My goodness. Let's see. Ryan is somewhere. Oh, this must be you, Ryan. Is it unsure what I'll do with this channel? Okay. Hey, just keep doing what you're doing, Ryan. We'll be talking. Ryan, I'll be opening up the room in case you want to come in. You're probably not interested in touching on the topic, but I am. Because I'm going to talk about my own experience, and we'll be looking at the video. Hopefully, Bruce won't bow out and try to pull some last minute, deletion of the video. Who else? And Kairos didn't forget about you. Oh yeah, he says you went on Cackling. Yeah, I gave her a new name, Kamala Cackling Hyena Harris. That's what I call her. And some other people call it Kamala went down on Willie Brown Harris. You know, got a scary situation though. If this woman becomes president, man, you could just call it a wrap, because this woman is far more leftist than Joe Biden. And the VP pick that she has in mind, I forget his first name. His last name is Shapiro. I hear he's much further left too. He's just as far left leaning as Kamala Harris is. So it's pretty scary times. Pretty scary times. But anyway, let's talk about some mind-mushing, useless drama. And why do I call it that? Well, you're going to see in a minute. I mean, first of all, as Christians and adults, we don't waste our time, getting into constant back and forth bouts with other YouTubers, people who we've never met in person, who we'll probably never see on this side of heaven. It's an absolute waste of time. But hey, I say to each his own. If you got the time and you got the will, hey, do what you got to do. Okay, I'm not going to stop you. And if we're all going to be honest, okay, and I'm being honest too, I've admitted this in public many times regarding the Praise the I Am channel. If we're going to be honest, there's a big chunk of us that actually enjoys this back and forth drama. Just a little bit. Some of you are much more mature than I am and the rest of us here. But the rest of us, we treat this back and forth dramatic garbage amongst these individuals as background noise, something to keep us entertained while we're doing whatever it is that we do. Sort of like what you guys are doing right now with my streams. You guys need something to listen to while you're on the road. You're doing some work, and maybe there's some your other favorite YouTube channels are not doing anything right now, so you just need something that's a little bit, just to kind of, play a little something in the background while you're doing whatever it is that you do. I do that with a lot of other people's channel too, as well. So don't feel bad if that's what you do with me, with my channel, with my streams. Trust me. I am not offended. I would not be offended at all if that's exactly what you do, because I do that with a lot of other people's channels as well. Some channels I actually sit down and say, okay, listen, let me go get my notepad. I'm going to write down what these guys are saying, because I really want to pay attention and learn about what they're saying, because I see some real substance to it. My channel, there might be some substance here that you can take home with you. But for the most part, I don't mind that you guys admit to me publicly that it's just some stuff I need to listen to while I'm doing whatever it is that I'm doing. And so that's definitely going to be the essence of what I'm covering right now regarding this individual called Bruce, and aka Brucifer, because that's how I was introduced when I first met him. Now, let me talk about Bruce. And I'm gonna try to make this segment kind of short, but with a little bit of commentary. I don't really have a personal issue with Bruce, except I don't like his whining and his thing that he has for going around on the internet, just constantly searching for people to start fights with or continue fights with. I don't understand this. Just the other week he was on Linda's channel, and I was moved by some of the stuff that he said too. Just the other week he's on and said, I don't understand, why are we fighting each other? Why why we do this? Why do we do that? And when I heard him say that, I was just like, what? He's got a point, man. I'm kind of slightly fed up with it too, man. I'm just tired of the back and forth. I wish there was some more cordiality between, those of us who oppose each other's thoughts. But then he turns right around and jumps into streams like mine. And he's done this multiple times, by the way. He'll come into my live stream where we're talking about a completely different topic, And because let's say somebody like Ryan is there, or maybe somebody else that he's got beef with, he only comes in the room just to start a fight. Well, we're not even talking about any of his personal issues that he might have with that individual, but he comes into my room whining and complaining about something that they did that's not even related to the topic that we're talking about. So again, this is the same guys whining and complaining, going to other people's channel. I don't understand why everybody's picking on me. I don't know why. And then when I try to have a personal, like I try to engage in a conversation with them to try to make them see both sides. What does he do? Well, you're going to see in a minute. But just to, kind of jumping the gun here a little bit. And I'm not upset with it at all, to be honest with you. He recently booted me out of his room, and I think he blocked me too, because I couldn't leave any comments. Trust me, I have sock accounts, Bruce, so I know if I can. You'll know if you'll never know if it's me leaving comments on the side channel. And I'm not going to tell you which accounts that I have. You'll notice that if I have Sailor Pictures or what's the other one? I'm not going to tell you about the other one. Yeah. So you'll just know it. You'll never know. But I'm there. I'm lurking. Anyway, let's go to the video. Not going to touch on this too much because, again, it's just stupid. It's so stupid. Anyway, you guys know what to do. Hook up a brother if y'all can't hear nothing. And away we go.
It's gonna go.
We turn the music down a little bit. Actually, I'll turn it.
Anglican guy. Here now. See something quick.
All right. I'm not gonna play the whole video because this stream is like 2 hours long. But here he is, whining and complaining about Ryan.
Harass my church.
Okay, now let me just give you what I understand. And again, all I know is that there was this back and forth between Ryan and Bruce. Something about Ryan being accused of doxing Bruce, but then Ryan says, "I did not dox you. It was just that I was showing something that you yourself showed on a video. It was your house, your face, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to all the details." And so Bruce is upset with Ryan about that. I don't know. Bruce could get mad all he wants if I'm not clear on the details. I don't really give a crap. Okay. And since he kicked me out of the room and blocked me from his channel, I refused to engage in a civil conversation about the topic. I'm now even less inclined to give a crap about the issue. Okay. And that's your fault, Bruce, because you didn't want to take the time to really help me understand what the beef is between you and Ryan. And because I asked questions or because I stated a point about how trivial all this is to me, you got a little hissy fit. You got in your feels and you booted me out the room. And I don't got time to I'm not gonna go chasing you and trying to find, "Oh, Bruce, did I hurt your feelings? I'm sorry. Come on, please. I'm begging you to explain everything to me. Come on, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Get out of here with that garbage, Bruce. I don't care about that. Come on now. Give me a break." And also want to make a comment about some of the people on the side chat too regarding Calvinists, because I'm definitely going to be responding to you today, Bill, as well. Definitely going to be responding to something you said. But anyway, let's get to the part that I think is relevant here, because here he's just whining and complaining about this back and forth between Ryan. I mean, it's so useless. Why? It's about as useless as me responding to this video. But anyway, again, some of you guys like it. Come on, be honest. You guys like the drama. It makes things a little bit more spicy, more interesting in watching YouTube channels and stuff like that. Come on, you guys like it. You guys, listen. The things that I'm asking you guys to do with my streams, I do exactly the same with you guys, with some of you guys' streams. Need something to listen to in the background. It's interesting. It's of the flesh, yes. It's lawful, but not expedient, as we see in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, and also 1 Corinthians chapter 10. So listening to the back and forth drama, it's lawful, but it's not expedient, meaning that it is not edifying. It means it makes no contribution to bringing us closer to the Lord or increasing our happiness with God. Okay, none of this. It's almost completely futile doing this stuff, going back and forth between YouTubers and stuff like that. Now, if we're talking about drama, scripture and stuff, and scriptural differences, that's far more substantive than what I'm doing right now. So I have no problem admitting that what I'm doing right now is not necessarily expedient or edifying, but that's okay. I'm doing it. You know why? Because I got it like that. It's my channel, not yours. And I got a little bit of time to kill. That's what I do. So anyway, let's go to this video. Let's see Ryan. Okay, we're not going to watch the Ryan video. You guys can see that for yourself. We're going to get to the part where, because I don't really care what he says about that. Both Ryan, Bruce, and Bill both have issues with Ryan. That's not my concern. Right now, what I'm concerned about is me coming into the room. And then we'll talk about that later. Now, if Bruce is upset that I'm saying that I don't really have too much concern about the situation between him and Ryan, well, fine, go ahead, be upset, be offended. I really don't care. Don't give a crap. You can come back to my channels and speak your mind, but don't really care. I'm just letting you know right now. You can get mad all you want. What you gonna do about it? I don't really care. But since I was involved in this conversation and rudely interrupted, I have the right to respond via commentary. So, and that is exactly what I'm going to do right now. So you guys know what to do. I don't have a specific timestamp, but we're close. Holla at a brother if you can't hear nothing, and away we go.
Moderated debate. All I'm asking for is a moderated discussion, and it's like I'm asking for too much. And you can go watch video and see what he's done. I mean, I have it uploaded now, Ryan's old video.
This is so sad. How long has Ryan and Bruce been going back and forth on this stuff? And I've heard Ryan say on numerous occasions, I did not dox you. I did not dox you. Okay, if you're trying to dox somebody, that means that you're going out of your way to get their personal information against their consent. Okay? And you're putting it out there for the public with the intention of maybe scaring them out of a position or belief that they have, or something like that. Okay, now if you are posting videos of your house, of your whereabouts for the public, okay, and you're doing that on YouTube, okay, and then somebody against your consent downloads your video and then reposts it on your channel, okay, to me that's a little bit of a slope, a slippery slope there with regards to doxing someone. Okay, it's not doxing technically because your information is out there. However, you could say that internally it's doxing because someone might be doing it with malicious intent. So I do believe that. Like, you could ask yourself, hey, I know I had a video of me in front of my house with my full address on it, but why did you share it on your channel? Okay, now while the person is doing that on their own channel, taking the video and putting it on their own channel, that's not illegal. We can argue whether or not it's unethical, but it's not illegal. However, biblically speaking, spiritually speaking, we can question it we can scrutinize the individual who has this, who does such a thing. We can ask them, okay, what's the real reason you did this? What's the real reason you posted, you reshared a video on my channel of my house where I'm in front of my house? Why did you do that? So and so. I mean, it's not illegal, but I didn't ask you to do that. Why are you doing that? And so, spiritually speaking, as a Christian, from a Christian and spiritual standpoint, I would question the person doing that. I would say, hey, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that because it seems like you have another purpose for sharing that video. And so if I wanted to lie, I could turn around and say, well, I'm sharing the video. Why? Because you shared the video. But then I, the original author of the video, can say, but it's my video. And I did not give consent or permission, even though it's perfectly legal for you to do that. But I didn't give you permission to download my video and then re-upload it on your channel. Especially a video with such slightly, sensitive information on it. Why did you do that? And the individual B would have to say, well, it's on your channel, so it's not illegal for me to do that. So, but I'm not asking you if it's illegal for you to do that. I'm asking you why. What was the purpose for you uploading this video, taking it from my channel and putting it on your channel? What was the purpose of it? And I believe that the person B is going to have to find a way to cop out and say, and just continue on with the same argumentation and say, well, it's on your channel, so it's not illegal for me to do that. And see, so if person B were to continue responding that way, then I would conclude that person has malicious intent and they don't want to admit the real reason why they downloaded that video off of my channel and re-uploaded it on their channel. Okay, especially if the video that they re-uploaded on the channel is not does not contain any commentary as to the real reason why they uploaded that channel. So that would be my conclusion. Now, anybody, you guys can get upset. You have disagreements with me. That's fine. I'm just saying, I'm going directly to the heart of the matter, to the heart of the individual, as Jesus points out in Matthew chapter 15, verses 18 to 20. It's not what goes out of the mouth that defiles you, is what's already in the heart that defiles a man. Thefts, murders, adulteries, these things defile a man, but to eat with unwashed hands defileth not a man. So if you're uploading videos of somebody else's private property, the house, even though they themselves have uploaded it on their own channel, to me personally, that seems a little bit malicious. It seems unnecessary to do so. You don't need to do that. Okay. It just tells me that, hey, I'm trying to let you know that I know where you live and I got something on you. And if you keep preaching what you're preaching, then I'm going to, keep emphasizing that you posted this video on your channel. Now, I would also come to the same conclusion if I uploaded a video of my house, me in front of my house, and then person B were to download that video and upload it on their channel. And then I confront that person, say, hey, could you take that video down? And they say no. And then I go back to my channel and delete my video with my house on it. Now, first of all, rule number one, what goes on the internet stays on the internet. Okay? Anything that you upload to YouTube or to the internet, somebody is going to see it. Somebody, guarantees somebody's recording it already. Somebody will have access to it. Trust me. Just as I'm sure somebody's recording everything that I'm saying right now. Okay? It will not be lost. It will be found. Yes. Okay? Secondly, you got to use some critical thinking, whatever, before you upload anything. And people make mistakes all the time. Sometimes we do things, by accident. And then it's, sometimes to our detriment. Okay. So I would just say, hey, before you say a certain thing or before you do a certain thing, be sure that you want to upload it and share it with the world, because somebody's going to see it and somebody's going to record it. Okay, that's number 2. And number 3, you can't be. I don't really have any points. I'm sorry. Number 3, I'll just say don't be upset if such a thing happens to you. You put your information up there. You better beware that humans suck. Humans suck. Somebody is going to record what you post, and they're going to either reshare it or they're going to keep it for future use. Again, such as what I'm doing right now with this video. I guarantee you that Bruce is going to make a response video. Brian says Bruce is streaming live right now. He can't seem to help himself. All right, let's do this. He's probably sniping my stream right now. So let's confirm that he's actually. Let's see. Yeah, there he is. Look at that. Like clockwork. Hold on a second. Yeah, let's do this. He blocks me from his channel, but yeah, he doesn't have the cojones to get into a civil conversation about it. So look at it. Actually, wrong thing. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right. Oh, okay. I'm looking at Bruce, looking at myself, looking at Bruce. Okay. All right. So there he is. Hello, Bruce. Yeah, I'm been talking about you. Yep. So enjoy the show. So anyway, let's get out of there. We're gonna go back to the video you did yesterday. Yeah, you're right, Brian. Bruce can't help himself. There's Bruce right there. I'm sniping your stream. This is YouTube, bro. You doggone right it's YouTube. And I'm gonna be talking about you, just like you talked about me, just like you talk about everybody else, just like you talk about Ryan. You know why? Because I, like you, at least for this brief amount of time, ain't got nothing else better to do. So I'm gonna be talking about you. You don't like it? Tough. Go ahead, continue to snipe it. Enjoy the show, because we're gonna be talking about you. All right. Anyway, so where were we? All right. So let's go ahead, without further ado, start this video, and we are start right now. You guys know what to do. Holla at the boy. Let me know if y'all can't hear nothing, and away we go.
Being reformed got to do with what?
Yeah. When I talk about this, okay, look at this. Yeah, definitely gonna respond to something, Bill, because Bill, I got some beef. Got some buttons to pick with you, Bill.
Ryan, get all the.
You're supposed to discern truth. Daughter.
Give me a second, folks.
Need to have a better understanding.
I'm going to show you the.
So I don't know what's that.
And Bill, I love you, Bill. I do, but you just like a lot of some of these other anti-Calvinists or non-Calvinists. You had to find any reason. You had to find any reason. You know what, Bruce? I should probably block you from this channel. You think I should do that? Look at you whining and complaining. I should block you, Bruce. You blocked me from your channel. You wouldn't allow. You kicked me out of the room, and then you banned me. You kicked me. You prevented me from leaving comments on the side chat. You wouldn't even give me the opportunity to apologize, to try to reason with you, so we can actually have a conversation. I should kick your butt out of this. I should kick your butt. You know what? Okay, you got it. I'll do that. I do that. Fair is fair. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be a better person than you. I'll do that. Because now you're on my channel. I got the power. It's mine. Okay, but anyway, let's go back to the video. Let's see here. And by the way, for those of you who have a wrench, I hereby give you all permission, if you want to not block Bruce, but just delete his comments or remove him or put him back, temporarily silence him for however minutes you're allowed to. All right. Since he wants to, be unfair with me, we'll play his game. We'll play his game. So I hereby give all of you with a wrench, if you want to, by your own discretion, go on ahead and remove any comments that Bruce will have on his side chat. You want to play this game? You want to play these petty games where you don't want to allow people to speak with you? Fine. Let's see how you like it. That's fair? That's fair. You even said it yourself. Fair is fair. That's right. So kick rocks and enjoy the show. Anyway, now I want to talk about something that was said here regarding, you notice how the issue is about something personal, not theological, but personal. The issue is between Bruce and Ryan. Bruce is accusing Ryan of doxing him. Why did you dox me, Ryan? Why did you dox me? Right? But then somehow, in the midst of all this drama, this garbage, the anti-Calvinist horns begin to show out of some of these individuals. And it's initiated by our friend Bill. Now, Bill, I love you, man, but you didn't have to bring up the issue of Reformed theology into this because there's nothing related. It's not totally related. But see, this is what people who don't want to take blame for anything bad that they do on the internet do with other people. They don't have any real dirt on anybody, so they have to find something else. This is exactly what the Democrats do with Republicans or anybody else who disagree with them. Okay, they can't find any real dirt, any real legitimate and moral reason for why they don't like this person. So they have to find something else, something a little bit more trivial or at least unrelated. And of course, that's exactly what we see happening here. Them bringing up the issue of Calvinism or Reformed theology in order to point out why Ryan is doxing Bruce. Ryan is doxing Bruce because he's a Calvinist. That's why, even though not a single one of these individuals or anybody who thinks like them is going to be able to point out anything in Calvinist views. And Ryan is not a Calvinist, by the way. He no longer professes himself to be a Calvinist. Okay. So I noticed that's why Bill used the term reform. So he's trying to put him in a more broad category. But again, there's nothing written in the Westminster Confession of Faith. There's nothing written by John Calvin or any other Calvinist that says, "Thou shalt dox thy neighbor." In spite of saying somebody's gay, I don't know what you're talking about, but we'll say, "Hey, he's gay." Anyway, let's go back. Ryan says, "I'm a predestinarian, not a Calvinist." Yeah, but you do realize though what he did in that conversation, right? They brought up the issue of reform situation in order to try to point some bad in you. This is the thing that motivated Ryan to dox Bruce allegedly. Anyway, even though I've never doxed anyone, I'm reformed. I'm a Calvinist. I haven't doxed anyone, unless you want to count that first image of Bruce on his channel doxing. Anyway, let's go back to the video. I'm not going to spend too much time looking for the exact moment where they start talking about Reformed theology, but here we go.
That is. And Jill, if you're not keeping up, maybe you could at least watch the video that Ryan had put out a couple years ago, not to mention a number of other times afterwards where he doxed me on his own channel, where I had to cut names out.
I'm so sick of hearing that word dox, by the way. Anyway.
And stuff. Maybe you'd have a better understanding as to what's been going on.
Can I interject just 1 second, Bruce?
Yeah.
I just want to know Beckles Fathomman that the two people that have said, "I murdered my daughter, she's evil, I'm evil, glad my daughter died, and hope my other children die," i.e. Ryan and News Unit, were both in his stream the other day. and there was no mention of that.
No.
I don't understand.
Okay, the reason why I didn't mention anything of it, because first of all, that's a very sensitive subject that I'd never want to touch on, because first of all, it's not my business. Okay, secondly, when it comes to family, everybody who knows me, everybody, you know that I say all the time, when it comes to these back and forths between myself and other YouTubers, I do not touch on two things. Number one, I don't touch on family, and I don't touch on personal health. I don't touch on family, and I do not touch on personal health. I would rebuke anyone, whether they are my friend or not. I've done it with G-Man. G-Man made a comment, a very, very impolite comment about another woman who confessed some time prior to that she was barren, that she was unable to have children. And I called G-Man out on that immediately when those words came out of his mouth on camera. This is some time, a few years ago, maybe 10 years ago, something like that. I don't know. I don't remember how long ago it was. It was a long time ago. And I called him out on that, even though he and I were both previously against this individual because she was saying some stuff about about G-Man's theological position. G-Man got in his feelings, he got in his emotions, and then he threw that out there, saying that terrible thing about this woman. And to her defense, I jumped in and said, "Hey, G-Man, no. Can't do that, G-Man. Do not do that. That, first of all, that's personal. That has nothing to do with the topic that we're talking about. Secondly, that's a very sensitive issue regarding her health. You don't need to touch that. Do not touch that." I rebuked G-Man. I did. If you don't believe me, find G-Man. The next time you see G-Man post a live stream or whatever, ask him about it. Ask him. Okay, now regarding the situation with Bill's daughter and Ryan or other people making comments, I don't know anything about that. So why am I going to say anything? I don't know if they said anything about your family, Bill. But yet, see, this is the problem. See, the real reason why they're doing this is because of the issue with Calvinism, the issue with Reformed theology. Because you're not going to find a single video of me saying, "Good job, Ryan. Good job, Bruce. I mean, Dave. Good job, Dave. Good job, Ryan. You guys talking about Bill's late daughter? Good job." You're never going to see me say anything like that because I take that stuff seriously. And if they did say something about it, I wasn't there when they did say something about it. So don't try to put me in that category. That has nothing to do with me. But if you want to, go on ahead. I don't really give a crap if you don't want to listen to what I have to say. If you don't believe anything that I have to say regarding this whole situation, I don't really give a crap. You're not paying my bills. You're damn sure not over my salvific status. Okay. And thirdly, since you are a free gracer, I can say whatever the hell I want and I'm still going to heaven, whether or not you like it or disagree with it. That's your theology. That's not my theology. That's your theology. So let's get one thing straight here. I take this stuff very seriously. When it comes to personal issues like health and family, no, that is off limits. I do not touch that stuff. I do not touch that stuff. And if you ever, any one of you, whether it's Bruce, Bill, or anybody who wants to debate me on this topic, holler at me. I would gladly put aside any of the obligations that I have in order to publicly debate you on this. And boy, let me tell you something, because I take this stuff seriously, this issue of not getting on people's personal business like this, because I take it seriously, boy, I'm going to decimate you in a debate. I guarantee you. I'm not going to be nice about it. I'm not going to be nice about it. I'm letting you know that right now. I don't touch family. I don't touch personal health. But if you believe that that's what I've done, let's get into a debate. Let's get into a moderated environment, and I will wipe the floor with you. That's how serious I take this stuff. I don't mess with people's family. I don't mess with people's health. I don't do that. So back to Bill bringing this up. None of this involves me. Okay. You're talking about why didn't I say anything? I'm awfully silent. Well, first of all, I don't pay attention to the constant back and forth between you and other YouTubers regarding personal stuff because it's not my business. Secondly, I'm a busy man too. I got other things to do. Okay. Why do you think you don't see me on YouTube posting videos as much as you guys do? It's because I'm busy, got other things to do. I'm a family man. I'm a working man. I don't got time to sit here and listen to 3-hour long streams. You guys whining and complaining about something somebody else said. I don't have that time. I don't have that kind of time. I just don't. And I don't want to. Okay. But I am going to respond to this because I was there and I'm going to respond to it. And again, I have the time today, right now. Okay. So I'm just letting you know that. So let's go back. So again, Bill, don't try to lump me into this stuff here because it has nothing to do with me. I know people talked about your personal issues and stuff like that, but what does that got to do with me? Oh, well, you're both reformed. You're both predestinarian. So therefore, you know that's a fallacy, right? That is terribly fallacious. That's terribly fallacious. You should know better than that, man. Both you and Bruce, both of you should know better than that. But see, this is what you have to do in order to get more subscribers to your channel, to build up content on your channel so you can get more subscribers, so you can get more views on your channel. You know, you want to start trouble with another person who disagrees with you, and then you somehow bring other people who they associate with and try to get them involved in this drama. Even though you're not going to find any videos of me in particular saying, good job, Ryan. Good job, Ryan, that you talking about Bill's personal stuff. Good job, Ryan, that you doxed Bruce. Good job. No, you're not going to find anything like that. You're not going to find anything, any video of me or even in a side chat of me saying anything. But I guarantee you, just as Bruce is probably sniping this video still right now, this live stream right now, I guarantee you he's going to pause the video and do his own fraudulent commentary and say, well, Vanko, that may be true. I may not have any material on you actually congratulating Ryan, but still, you guys are close to each other. You're friends. You got personal contact information of each other. You know, why didn't you can't say anything? See, but this is the same garbage and BS that the atheists to pull with me and G-Man. G-Man is to say some unsavory things to the atheists. And so whenever I call G-Man out in private, as we're instructed to do in Matthew 18, if he committed a sin, right? Then the atheists will get all upset. And then they'll say, why didn't you confront G-Man? And then I say, yes, I did confront G-Man. They said, well, how come we didn't know about it? So wait a minute, wait. What documentation forces me to confront G-Man, a brother in Christ, in public, in front of an atheist, in front of non-believers? Can you give me the passage? Can you give me the book, chapter, and verse that says that I'm supposed to do that? No. Okay. And I would say, with regards to issues that are not biblically related, I could do the same thing with people like Ryan and other people. Why do I have to do it on a live stream and say, Ryan, naughty, we need to have a meeting. Naughty. You shouldn't have said this about Bruce. You shouldn't have done this about Bruce. Naughty. Let me hit the live button to make sure everybody can see it. No, I'm not going to do that. And I don't want to do that. Now, if Ryan was preaching some sort of heretical view or view that I thought was heretical, and if he's willing to have a discussion about it, we can do it live stream. It's fine. Just like some of you guys try to do with us Calvinists. to no avail, ultimately, of course, because none of you guys have ever been able to successfully debunk any of the arguments of the Calvinist view. But that's besides the point. So I'm not going to do that. And you're wasting your time holding your breath, waiting for me to post that one video where me and Ryan are talking privately. Of course, it wouldn't be private. It'd be out for you guys in the open to see it. And me rebuking Ryan. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. Not going to do it. You do it. You continue to do it because that's the best that your channel has to offer regarding this this platform called YouTube. If all you have is to offer, talk about drama and talk about how, oh, this Christian is picking on me. This Christian showed my face on his YouTube channel. This Christian showed my home address on his YouTube channel. If that's the best that your channel has, fine. So be it. Ain't got nothing to do with me. You know? But don't get mad at me just because I have a different association with them than you do. Okay. Gosh, what a waste of time. Anyway, let's go to the video. So again, before we quick click play and get back to the content here. Again, just because Ryan and I are both predestinarian, that doesn't mean that there's something inherent in our position that says it's okay to dox people, it's okay to mess around with people's family, all this other stuff. It's not there. So this is an act of desperation on the part of both Bill and Bruce. You didn't have to bring up the predestinarian or reformed issue. That has nothing to do with it. It's totally unrelated. But anyway, this is what people who are desperate to find some sort of fault in you are going to do. Instead of saying, hey, Veckel, I have a problem with your predestinarian or Calvinist view. Let's talk about that. Let's have a separate video about that, which was, by the way, Bill, I'm still willing to have that conversation. We've been talking about that for over a year now. We never got around to it. I'm not blaming you, not blaming me. It's just, things happen, and we just either forget about it or other things get in the way. So I'm not going to hold that against you. And I hope you don't hold it against me either. Okay. Sometimes we just forget. We put other things in front of it. So it's not a big deal. And I still love you, Bill, but I'm gonna have to address you on this because you called me out. So I'm going to call you out. I'm going to address you on this. Okay. But since you did mention my name and you mentioned my association with Ryan in regards to this personal situation, which I have nothing to do with, then I am going to address you directly. And Bill, do you remember? You want to sit there and say, well, Veckel said nothing while Dave and Ryan were saying this stuff about my family. So wait a minute. So Bill, you totally forgot about the day that I called out Smokey? You totally forgot about that day when Smokey made that outrageous comment about your late daughter? You forgot about that? You forgot about how I went off on him? You forgot about that? So you mean to tell me that I'm just going to sit there and just congratulate or say nothing about what was said about your family? And furthermore, let's give benefit of the doubt. Instead of just talking to you, see, this is the problem. You don't want to talk to me directly and ask me what my feelings were. Is there not a possibility that the reason why you might not have heard me say anything in response to anything you accuse Ryan and Dave of saying about your family is maybe, just maybe, I wasn't around or near my microphone when whatever was said about your family was said? Is that not a possibility either? Oh, no, of course not. I had to have been listening intently the whole time, right? Because why? Well, that's what Reformed theology teaches. Reformed theology congratulates people who gets personal with other YouTubers. Ah, yes. I got you. So instead of giving me the benefit of the doubt and saying, hey, Veckel, why didn't you say anything? Where were you when Ryan and Dave said blah, 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 blah? No, you don't want to do that. You just want to jump to the conclusion that, it must be a part of Reformed theology. He's doing this because he's a Calvinist. Get out of here with that garbage. Okay. And here's another one. Spider, thank you for saying that. Just to kind of get a little bit more details to why I might not have said anything or made any public response. Sometimes when you guys are doing streams, I'm at work and I need something to listen to while I am at work. Okay. Is it not possible that that part of the live stream I wasn't listening because I was busy doing something else? Another coworker or maybe my boss needed my full attention at the time. Or maybe I didn't leave any comments on the side chat. It's because I was away from my phone, still listening with my Bluetooth connected. But I was away from my phone because, I don't know, I was working. Maybe I heard the comment, but I could not respond. Okay, I mean, there could be any number of reasons why I did not respond to anything that you're accusing Dave and Ryan of saying. But instead of talking to me directly, what do we do? Well, it must be because he's a Calvinist. Well, it must be because he's Reformed. You know, Ryan is Reformed and he's a predestinarian, and so is Veckel. They're both predestinarian. So maybe that's the reason why Veckel didn't rebuke Ryan's, because, well, birds of a feather flock together, which actually they literally say in this video that we're going to look at right now. Birds of a feather flock together. Right? Anyway, let's go to this video here.
What is going on? You know. Obviously, if you're Reformed and you're a Calvinist, you've got the anointing apparently, and you're supposed to discern truths and the Spirit. Why would you let News Unit and Ryan, the two biggest, nastiest doxers, blasphemers?
Wait a minute. See, you see, this is what I'm talking about. Did you hear what Bill just said? What does using discernment specifically and directly have anything to do with Reformed theology? That is such a crazy comment, Bill. Why are you doing this, man? Why are you resorting to such a desperate attempt? Why? Because I can ask the same exact thing of a non-Calvinist. I can ask the same exact thing of a free gracer. I can ask the same exact thing of a person who believes in speaking in tongues, of a conditionalist. I can ask the same thing of a person who believes in the Sabbath. You must keep the Sabbath. I can ask these kinds of things. Why does it have to specifically be because I'm Reformed? And you people in the side chat who are watching me right now, you guys are smarter than me. You guys all know the reason why Bill is bringing this up. It's because of my association with Ryan. So because Ryan and I both believe in some level of predestination as clearly demonstrated in Scripture, all of a sudden that has something to do with me having lack of discernment regarding the actions and behavior of Ryan. Or maybe it's just me deliberately overlooking something that Ryan has done or is doing. Okay, gotcha. So we got something written by John Calvin that's innate in Calvinism or Reformed theology that says we should overlook or have less discernment in the actions or the unbiblical actions of another person. But because I believe in Reformed theology, therefore, I don't need to practice discernment, or I have very little discernment, so on and so forth. But wait a minute, hold on a second. Let me say this again. Isn't it your belief that according to free grace, that there is no real display of the transformative power of the Holy Spirit upon belief in Jesus Christ? Right? Because that's not my position. My position clearly demonstrates that we can see in Scripture that an allegiance to Christ is not just some legal declaration. It's not just a legal declaration, but it's tangible, meaning that you actually change. Something happens to you tangibly. It's not just some seal of approval. Well, I'm saved now and I could go back to living like the devil. No, I believe, unlike you guys, that once you are saved, there actually is a change in a person's understandings, beliefs, convictions, and yes, even actions to some extent. From what I understand, that's not the free gracer's position. So I could just simply turn it around on you and say, well, how come you're, well, Bill, you doing this because you don't believe that you actually get, transformed, you get changed by the Holy Spirit. But I'm not going to do that because I don't see this issue necessarily being associated with it. Now, yes, we can say that your beliefs dictate your actions, okay? But see, that doesn't apply to me. This accusation that you're trying to throw on me because of my association with Ryan does not apply to me. Why? Because I believe and I know and I can demonstrate it. And if you want to debate me on it, we can do that. But I can demonstrate that when a Christian sins, they are convicted. When a Christian sins, they are convicted. That's what I can prove. But anyway, so again, this is just a desperate attempt, in my opinion. Bill, Bill, I love you, man, but this is desperate. I have to call you out on it, man. This is just desperate. Absolutely desperate. Here we go.
And maligners of my family's bereavement into your stream. Why would you do that, Beckle? And I had respect for you. I don't understand. I'll shut up with that.
Yeah, I like Beckle too, but I'm kind of going like, why in the heck does Ryan get all the wonderful treatment? Because poor Ryan, they're calling him.
What wonderful treatment? Do you know how many people I allow on my channel? Especially when it's open chat. I let you guys do all this cussing and swearing and all this other stuff. And I don't boot you out of my room. I let you guys insult each other to a certain extent. And I don't boot you out of my room. But yet all of a sudden, when something is said about you, even in particularly Ryan, when he's trying to defend himself against your accusation, all of a sudden, because I'm not booting him out the room, or because I'm not, he's talking more than you are, all of a sudden there's some sort of favoritism on my part. Man, get out of here with that garbage, man. Why doesn't Veco say anything? I opened up the room for everybody to chat. Bruce, how many times, and we can go back and we can go to almost every one of my streams where I've allowed you to come in. We've gotten, at least on this new channel, at least 4 occasions, there's probably more, but at least 4 occasions where I've allowed you to come into my room. You've had issues with Ryan. You went back and forth. And then like a baby, you left the room. I didn't kick you out. I even defended you and said, hold on, let Bruce say some stuff. You hear me saying there are moments where I say that too. But because I don't censor your opposition in the fashion that you want to do, what do? You whine like a baby and then you leave the room in a rage quit. I didn't boot you out the room. I never booted you out the room. You leave just like a baby. Why won't Veco say anything? Why won't he say, Veco, you just gonna let him say? We'll say, yes, that's why it's called open chat. But I think I like to think that I'm fair enough to give other people a chance to speak because, first of all, sometimes people overtalk each other. So when it's your turn to speak, I am going to say, hey, Ryan, whoa, guys. Bruce is speaking. I want to hear what Bruce has to say. You've heard me do that on numerous occasions, Bruce. Don't sit there and lie and act like that's never been the case. But you leave the room. Veco's being a dictator on his channel. He won't let me speak. But wait a minute. What happened to me? We're going to, well, you know what? We'll show it in the video in just a minute. So don't sit here and act like I'm some sort of dictator. And I only want to hear what Ryan has to say. Why? Because he shares the same predestinarian views that I do. Or Bruce doesn't. So I don't care what he has to say. Give me a break, man. Come on. Be better than that. Be better than that. So anyway, let's go back to the video. Here we go.
I'm a liar and calling him a doxer. It's like, oh, we got to protect poor Ryan. I'm like, what the heck? I mean, You know, yet he's calling in that hangout. He's calling dude a coward and a wimp because he couldn't handle a moderated debate. All I'm asking for is a moderated discussion, and it's like I'm asking for too much.
Bruce, you're not asking for too much. If you see how the conversation went, it was nothing but pure chaos. Nobody, you had people talking over you talking over people. And then when you finally did get the opportunity to have the floor, what did you do? You left and you ran like a baby, which is exactly what you do all the time. So Bruce, while I think this is in my opinion, a waste of time, if you want to have a moderated environment set up where it's you against me or you against Ryan, okay, let's do it. If your interlocutor is interested. Ryan obviously is not interested. Now you can listen, whatever you accuse him of from this point on has nothing to do with me. Whether or not you want to accuse him of cowardice or dishonesty, listen, that has nothing to do with me. Okay, you can ask Ryan, hey, let's have a conversation. Let's try to hash these things out. And let's see if we can do it in a moderated environment. If you want to do it on my channel, fine. I'll be willing to do that. Let's do it. But don't include me on this. Okay, I'm not scared of any of you. If any of you want to debate me on the topic of holiness, free grace, and antinomianism, legalism, whatever, even Calvinism, holler at me. Let me know. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you, Bill. I'm not afraid of you, Bruce. I'm not afraid of anyone. I would gladly have a discussion with you. And if there's an area that I'm ignorant of, I'm not afraid to admit that, hey, I'm still learning a little bit in this area. Let's talk about it. Or let me get back to you. But see here, Bruce, you're whining and complaining about you not getting the opportunity to talk about your feelings because Veckel, poor old mean Veckel, is letting Ryan get all the words and stuff like that. I've given you opportunity. Or no, I think the real reason you're mad at me, Bruce, is because I've told you that I don't really care about this whole drama. It's not that I'm not sensitive to the issue of doxing. I don't like it either. Okay? But I said, because I'm so out of the loop, and I don't really know what's going on. All I hear is you guys going back and forth. You accusing Ryan of doxing, and then Ryan is saying, no, I did not dox you. Listen, I don't have all the details about all that stuff, and I don't have the energy to get involved. But because I don't get involved in the details, all of a sudden, I'm the villain. I'm the villain. And now here you are whining and complaining because you finally got a shoulder to cry on. Crying about, dude, you are in your 50s, man. You are an adult. Why are you whining and complaining about stuff like this? The trivial stuff like this. Come on, man. You must have way too much time again. I know there's a passage in scripture that says idle hands lead to destruction or trouble or something like that. If somebody could find that passage and put it on the side chat, man, that would be a tremendous help to me. If you could. Remember, I'm paraphrasing, but I know there's a passage somewhere in the Psalms or the Proverbs saying something about idle hands leadeth to trouble or whatever, to iniquity or something like that. It's basically saying when you're bored out of your mind, chances are you are going to find yourself involved in some sort of mischief. So if you guys could find that passage for me, man, that would be great. I would give you a shout out. Biggest shout out that I can think of. Anyway, let's go back to this ridiculous response here.
And you can go watch video and see what he's done. I mean, I have it uploaded now. Ryan's old video. What's being reformed got to do with what? Wait, who said reformed? I'm not even sure what's the point about being reformed. I'm not sure I get the question. Did you say reformed, Bill? Or who said reformed?
Yeah, it was Bill.
Yeah, I threw the hint out. Like the birds of a feather stick together. So
See?
as long as you're like,
See, I told you. He literally said, birds of a feather stick together. He literally, so in other words, what Bill is doing is a fallacy. Because he have not heard me applaud, commend. He hasn't heard me applaud anything that Ryan has said regarding his personal information, regarding his family. Neither has he heard me condemn Ryan for saying what he alleged Ryan said. Therefore, because of my silence, forget about the ignorance of the whole situation, but because I'm just simply silent about it. Therefore, I have some sort of association with this, and I'm giving Ryan the thumbs up behind closed doors, saying, great job, Ryan. Keep doing what you're doing, to Bill and his family. And where does this come from? Again, Bill has no logical or legitimate explanation for this conclusion of his, other than this outrageous assertion that because we're both reformed, therefore, I by default applaud anything that Ryan does. You see how desperate that is, folks? Bill, you need to be ashamed of yourself. That was dishonest of you. That's wrong. And it's showing a very, very strong lack of critical thinking on your part. You should be ashamed of yourself. Why would you do that to me? You know full well. Again, I'm gonna have to keep reminding you. The fact that you even said that, well, fine. I'm gonna remind you of this for the second time. Do you not forget? Do you not remember how I defended you and I reamed out Smokey Saint when he made that stupid comment towards you about your daughter? Do you not remember that? And even prior to that moment, I've had my issues with Smokey Saint. Especially when it all started with the issues, the back and forth issues about losing salvation. But then I started getting fed up with the way he was treating people, reviling against them, yelling at them, all this other garbage. I started to get fed up with it. And then finally, the straw that broke the camel's back, for me, I'm not going to speak for anybody else, but for me, the straw that broke the camel's back was that stupid comment he made about your family. That's when I cut it off. And I said, I'm done with Smokey, because nobody filled with the Holy Spirit says anything that stupid and unnecessary. Nobody. I don't care who you are. Nobody speaks that way about another person. Even if you're a believer and talking about a false prophet. You don't speak like that. You don't get that personal with people like that. It's stupid. It's unbiblical. It's ungodly and unnecessary. And Bill, you should be ashamed of yourself, because you know full well. In fact, you and I was in the room when that happened alongside with you. And when you were blasting Smokey for saying that, you couldn't see it because I didn't have my camera on. But I was applauding everything that you were saying, even though you were using some violent language. But I was applauding it. Why? Because I would have said the same thing had I been in that situation. I would have said the same thing. So Bill, I don't understand where you're getting this conclusion that because we're both reformed, therefore, I mean, do you understand how ridiculous an argument that is? That's like me saying, that's like an atheist. I mean, you hear this argument from the ridiculous arguments from atheists all the time. Oh, this person killed a whole bunch of people, did a mass shooting. This person went to church 2 hours prior, and then they shot up a whole bunch of people. Therefore, Christianity is wrong. When birds of a feather flock together, right? Come on, man. You know better than that. Don't do that. Or what if that atheist was to accuse us Christians of saying, well, how come you guys didn't say anything when that guy shot up the place? And then us Christians decide, well, some of us may not even have heard of the situation. But yet, because we haven't said anything in response, therefore we're being accused of giving it a thumbs up. Come on, man. You can do better than that. Come on, Bill. You can do better than that. And there's something else I want to say regarding the intelligence of Bruce, but you know what? I'm going to keep my thoughts to myself regarding that. Here we go.
Like semi-reformed or in that
Okay. I get it now. I get it.
And anything goes. Like, history shows, doesn't it?
Wait. See. Again, let me respond to this. Anything goes because you're reformed? Wait a minute. Wait. See, here's another inconsistency on your part, Bill. How many times have you, Dude, and Praise, and other free gracers get on our case as Calvinists and accuse us of backloading works? Because we vehemently teach and expose the fact that the Bible teaches holiness. Holiness. You guys are against that. You guys are against the emphasis of holiness that non-free graces tout. So what sense does that make, Bill, for you to accuse me of anything goes? Wait a minute, wait. Don't you often say, well, Calvinists are Lordship Salvationists? Now, wait a minute. According to you, if I'm Lordship Salvationist, then that means that you are obligated to do good works, to keep the law in order to stay saved. That's what you believe the Lordship Salvation position teaches, right? So if that's my position, according to you, then it doesn't make any sense for you to turn around and say anything goes with the mindset of the predestination or predestinarian or the reformed person. It makes no sense, Bill. You got to be consistent with your position. And see, so this proves to me even more that the only reason why you're coming after me, even though I have nothing to do with this issue, I do now because now I'm speaking out about it, is because both Ryan and I share similar forms of soteriology. Despite the fact that I might disagree or agree with whatever he's doing other than his beliefs, but you want to associate me with this whole situation. Why? Because we're both reformed, we're both predestinarian. So you therefore want to jump to this illogical conclusion that, well, see, this is what the Reformed theology teaches people to behave like. Garbage, rubbish, Bill. Rubbish. Again, I'm the one touting holiness to be strived in Scripture, as we see all throughout the New Testament. And if I'm doing that, one of the things that I'm saying is that we don't unnecessarily seek to offend people. If we're going to offend people, we're going to offend them with truth, the truth of the power of the Scripture. We're not going to offend them with anything else. So you're never going to find a video. So the only thing, Bill, you got against me is my silence. Actually, let's be more specific about it. My ignorance of the whole situation, because I don't have full knowledge of this whole situation between Bruce and Ryan. I don't. I never claimed that I did. And I still don't. Because we've never gotten around to sitting down and listening to both sides thoroughly. Thanks to Bruce, never even got an opportunity to do that in yesterday's stream. Why? Because he kicked me out on my fourth word. Why? Because he got in his feelings. Oh, because Beckel doesn't agree with me. He doesn't believe like I do. He doesn't want to jump on the attack Ryan bandwagon. Therefore, I have to boot him out of the room. And not only boot him out, but I have to ban him. Get out of here with that mess. And Bill, you've fallen for this emotionally driven garbage. Why, man? Bill, you're smarter than this, man. You're better than that, Bill. Come on, man. You're better than that. Bruce, we can understand because Bruce has this reputation. Anybody who's known Bruce for over 10 years know that he has this reputation of stirring up YouTube drama amongst people. He does. If you don't believe me, just come to my channel and go through all the live streams where you see him make very, very brief appearances. And why are these appearances brief on Bruce's part? Because he removed himself from these rooms because he can't handle the stress of people talking over him or people disagreeing with him. Never in one case did I remove Bruce. I've never kicked him out of the room. I never removed him. The most I've ever done to Bruce, I might have silenced him a little bit because he was interrupting somebody, maybe, but I've never booted him out the room. My gosh. You know, Bruce, yeah, you know, how about this? Until you unblock me, maybe, just maybe, I should probably continue to silence you. You know what? Maybe I'll do that. And put you in timeout. I'll put you in timeout. I'm not blocking you. I just put you in timeout to see how you feel, see how you like it. See, I'm showing a little bit more mercy towards you than you did towards me. Anyway, let's go back to this video. I want to get to the meat of the thing here, which is very short.
History shows a lot of weird stuff going on. Like a lot of people hang around with Matt Bell because he was reformed.
Oh,
it don't matter.
Wait, hold on. Oh, wow, Bill. Really, Bill? Really? Hold on a second. Let's go back.
Oh, Bell. History shows a lot of weird stuff going. You know, history shows, doesn't it? History shows a lot of weird stuff going on. Like a lot of people hang around with Matt Bell because he was reformed. That's all right. It don't matter if he's a pedo.
Okay, couple of. Oh wait, actually.
Oh, he's reformed.
Yeah, Bill. Shame on you, Bill. Shame on you, Bill. Bill, that's messed up, bro. That's messed up, bro. But for those of you who are not aware, let me give you guys a little bit of background. Why what Bill said here is just totally uncalled for. First of all, it's a lot. It's fraudulent. Okay, and secondly, it's totally uncalled for. Okay, there was an individual. Some of you know. So if you guys are aware, that, you know, just disregard everything that I'm saying and go on about your business, or you can stick around and listen. But I got to explain this. The reason why he mentioned this name, Matt Bell. Okay. Some of you are aware that there was an individual going back in 2010, something like that. There was an individual who used to frequent the Google Hangout environment. A person who referred to himself as a Christian named Matt Bell. Now, he's very, very intelligent guy, very smart. Atheists hated talking to him, but I think Christians hated talking to him as well because he was just a flat out contrarian, meaning that no matter who's on the platform, he'll always try to arbitrarily start an argument with you, even if you agreed with everything that he espouses. He'll try to find any type of reason to engage in an unnecessary back and forth with you. Okay. Secondly, let me point something else out. This dude was not reformed. Okay. Because I've had at least 2 arguments with him where he was arguing against the reformed position. Okay. Now, in his error, he was borrowing stuff from the reformed view, just like a lot of you non-Calvinists do, whether you know it or not. But Matt Bell borrowed arguments from the reformed view. And this is why you can have Bill make this erroneous comment and accuse Matt Bell of being reformed and Calvinist. Okay. Thirdly, and most importantly, this is the real reason why Bill is being disingenuous and making this association with myself and Matt Bell. Matt Bell was discovered to have been involved in some sort of sex trafficking or pedophile ring, where he was getting on the internet, watching videos of children being sexually abused. Okay, I don't know how it all works. All I know is that he was through some platform, maybe through Skype or something like that, and he was involved in some sort of room where they were videotaping the abuse of children, and he would sit there and give instructions to the people in the video on what to do with these kids. And so finally, some years later, he finally got busted. He got arrested. And then I think another 2 years later, he got finally thrown into prison. So as we speak now, Matt Bell is in prison right now where he deserves to be. Okay, now, what has it got to do with Vecco? Well, it's real simple. The only association you're going to make with me and this individual named Matt Bell is simply by the fact that we and several other individuals, including atheists and Christians, were in a couple of hangouts discussing atheism versus Christianity on a couple of occasions, many occasions. That's it. And guess when that happened, folks? That happened years before it was revealed about this situation about Matt Bell. So in other words, contrary to what Bill being disingenuous in mentioning this, is that while me and the 8 other people in the room were having discussions with Matt Bell, that information was not made known to the public. In fact, you can look at the latest live stream where you can look for it for yourself. Because Thick Shades tried this garbage with me too, and I refuted it. I debunked it. Unfortunately, you can't find that video on this channel because it was on my previous channel where I actually did a full stream debunking that garbage association that Thick Shades attempted to do. I don't have any issue with Thick Shades anymore. You know, somehow by the grace of God, we managed to patch things up, so we're in good standing, at least as far as I remember. And I hope Thick Shades is okay. I haven't heard from him in a while, so hopefully he's okay. Keep him in prayer if anything's if he needs prayer in anywhere. So that's it, folks. Because I and several others were in a couple of hangouts with Matt Bell, therefore somehow I'm in agreement with Matt Bell, and somehow I'm overlooking and deliberately overlooking the atrocious thing that he did with these kids. And Bill, you need to be ashamed of yourself, bro. You need to be ashamed of yourself. Shame on you, Bill. I'm publicly shaming you because what you just did here was flat out disingenuous. And if you want to debate me on that topic, holla at your boy. You guys, listen. I don't know what's up with you anti-Calvinists, but see, this is CDS here. The fact that Bill brought this up, it's 100% CDS, Calvinist derangement syndrome. There is absolutely no connection to Reformed theology and my association with having a simple conversation with Matt Bell and several others in that room that day. None. Absolutely none. You need to be ashamed of yourself, Bill. Bill, I got the good mind to actually block you from this channel just because you said that. But you know what? Hey, Andy. Good to see you. Welcome to the channel. It's been a while. Keep flip-flopping, but I still love you, man. I still think you're still a good guy. Yes. Are you opening up the room? Yeah, I can open up the room now, but I don't want to distract from the topic. And plus, I'm on limited time. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me check my availability because I got to pick up my daughter at 2 Eastern Standard Time. So let me just double check something. Talks amongst yourselves. One second here. Okay. All All right. Sorry about that. I got to answer a very important phone call. Yeah, I agree with that. So Bill's looking for anything to give us a guilt trip. He did it to me. Yeah, Bill. This really, it saddens me, Bill, because I never really had any personal issues with you, man. But just by the fact that you're going this route, trying to say that because I'm reformed theology says that it's okay to overlook the atrocities that other people do. Shame on you, Bill. Shame on you. That's why I removed your wrench. I'm not going to block you. You can continue to say whatever it is that you need to say. I'm not up for, censoring you. But I gave you a wrench. I give people certain wrenches, whether you disagree with me or not, because I think that you're cordial enough to engage in conversations. There's half the people here who have wrenches do not agree with my soteriology. Ben is one of them. Ben, he does not agree with Calvinism. And we've even bumped heads on occasion regarding our differences. But you know what? We've patched things up. And even though we still vehemently disagree with one another, at least Ben is not going around saying ridiculous things about me and my association with the Reformed view. That's why I gave him a wrench. I gave Bond a wrench because Bond, I don't know what the heck he is, to be honest with you, but he's always been civil with me. I gave him a wrench. Who else I give a wrench that's not a Calvinist? I gave many people wrenches. I gave Cheryl a wrench, even though I see her talk some sugar smack about me sometimes and Praise IAM's channel and other people's channel. I still like her because she's a fellow New Yorker. I gave her a wrench. Bill, I gave you a wrench. You're not a Calvinist. But because you were willing to engage in civil conversations, I gave you a wrench. And now you're just making me think that I just need to take that away from you. I'll give everybody a wrench, whether you agree with me or not, as long as we can have civilized discourse. And Dan Straight. Hey Dan, what's going on? I love this guy. Dan hates Calvinism. And he's had the testicular fortitude to come into my room a couple of times to hash out our differences. And we still came to a disagreement. But I gave him a wrench. Why? Because I think he's a good guy. I think he's decent enough to have a discussion with, regardless of disagreements. Dan has never gone out of his way to make some sort of radical association with me and a pedophile. Okay? So don't sit here and Bruce, I'm talking to you, you little wine baby, your baby. Vector won't let me say what I need to say. He's only giving Ryan enough time to say what he has to say. Let me see if I can find a shoulder to cry on. I like to think that I give everybody an opportunity to say what they have to say, even though I don't really care about the topic. I'm gonna open up the room because I know for the sake of my boy Jill, he wants to come in, and I have to close up shop anyway. I'm probably gonna do a part 2. I'll open up the room for those who want to come in. But remember, because I'm doing this at the last. You know what? Hold on. It probably wouldn't be a wise thing. You guys would just get agitated if I allowed you in the room now and then close up shop like 15 minutes later. So I don't want to do that to you guys. I'd rather just come back and just do a continuation of this stream. Because I got much more to say before I have to get off and go pick up the little one. So let me, I just got confirmation. I gotta go pick her up. All right. So let me do this. Let's get back to the video. And my time in Bruce's room is very short, as you'll see. Hold on. Here we go.
Then other things, I'm not going to mention names. All these strange, bizarre, weird things go on. But that's okay because they're of the same feather. They're the same ilk. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It seems to be that what is righteous and what is unrighteous has been blurred by camps, Reformed or Wesleyan or whatever. It doesn't matter.
That's a lie. That's a lie. In fact, if you're going to be more consistent with your theology is exactly that. Your theology allows you to revile people, to cuss them out, to curse them out. Your beliefs allows you to ridicule people as you always done and still continue to do, to get on your channels and make videos where you're making animated memes of your opponents. That's not my position. That's your position. So what are you talking about, Bill? The Reformed theology allows you to do this. No, it does not. That's why I want to debate you on it, but you won't. But you won't, Bill. You won't debate me on it. Again, let me say this for the third time. My position is that the Bible teaches, and I can demonstrate it. If you want to debate me on it, holla at me. Let me know. I got the time today. I'll do it. My position says and demonstrates that the Bible teaches that upon salvation, upon regeneration, there is a change and there is a tangibility to the declaration of one's salvific state. Your position is the opposite. Your position says it's only a legal proclamation. That's all that it is. So in other words, you just make a proclamation that you believe that Jesus is the Christ, and then bam, you're saved. You don't have to change. You don't have to strive towards holiness. You don't have to go to church. You don't have to do anything of the sort. And see, so when I bring that up to you, you say, oh, see, your backloading works, even though nobody said that any of that applies to keeping your salvation. We said that this has nothing to do with keeping your salvation. However, the obligations are still there in Scripture. We say this to you all the time. All the time. But because you can't win an argument against anyone who's against free grace, you have to immediately resort to this level of attack and accuse your opponents of backloading works. You know damn well that that's not the case. You know damn well that that's not the case. Come on now. Everybody who's arguing against you, whether they're Calvinists or not, they can all demonstrate the Bible teaches holiness to those who are redeemed and regenerated. And individuals like you going around telling everybody that they are acting like Pharisees and legalists when we give emphasis to these passages that are clearly demonstrated in Scripture. So you are against the Scriptures. And therefore, since you're appealing to this antinomian-esque worldview, then this accusation that you're making against me goes with you, not with me. It goes with you. Your view says that you can be friends with pedophiles and just, brush it under the rug. That's your view, not my view. Your view says pedophiles can be Christians and remain pedophiles. That's your view. Your view says that a pedophile can continue as long as they put their faith and trust in Jesus Christ. They'll get saved and they'll stay saved, even if they go back into the lifestyle of pedophilia and also justify the lifestyle. That's your view, not mine. That's your view, Bill, not my view. That's not Shimon's view. That's not my view. That's not Ben's view. That's not Andy's view. That's not anybody who opposes your view. That's your view. So you see how dishonest you have to be in order to come to this conclusion? That's your view, Bill, not mine. So again, trying to make this unwarranted association between myself and Matt Bell, you can't demonstrate it. I challenge you to do it. I challenge you. I challenge you to do it. I challenge Thick Shades to do it, even though he did like back in the day when he and I were bumping heads. He did like a 4-part video series with the title Vekel and the Pedo. And yet none of the videos showed any evidence of me congratulating or brushing under the rug the heinous activity of Matt Bell. The only thing that he showed was a video of me having him in my room, discussing things with other people in the room. And he didn't want to talk about when those discussions took place. Bill, why are you doing? I was a bit, I loved your wife, Teresa. I had no problem with her, even though she might have problems with me regarding my soteriology. I thought she's a very delightful woman. I feel bad having to come after you like this because I feel like I'm also attacking your wife. But I don't have an issue with your wife. I have an issue with you. I have an issue with you, Bill. And it's not so much your free grace position. It's because of what you said here. This is slander, bro. This is like slander on a diet. This is slander on a diet. Because you're going to turn around and say, oh, well, I didn't say that Vecco knew about what Matt Bell did. I'm just saying that because Matt Bell and Vecco were in a room together and both they were reformed. And again, Matt Bell is not reformed. He is not. He vehemently argued against the Calvinist view. I have evidence. Well, I don't have evidence now because I don't have any videos of it. But I was there when he and I bumped heads about the issue. Absolutely, it's. Bon, I see you. He's a slander zero, no calories. Yeah, right. That's exactly what it is, Bill. You're wrong. You're wrong, Bill. This is ungodly. It's unbiblical. All right, I just looked at. I still got a little bit of time left. Let's get back to the video. Here we go.
And that's what I've seen. So you got, these nut jobs, all over the place.
I'm sorry for being angry, Beckel. I was really frustrated that Brian was being.
Okay, here. I just came in the room. Let's actually, hold on a second. Let's go back in the room. I actually want to put a timer on. Oh, all right. I gotta get out of here. All right. I tell you what. We're going to end this stream and we will pick up next time. Such an abrupt ending. Sorry about that, guys. But don't worry, I'll be picking it up soon. Take care.